Hi Pisces, and welcome to your September forecast. So we did just have that new moon in Leo happening on the 2nd or 3rd. We have a full moon partial lunar eclipse happening in your sign in both tropical and sidereal astrology. That's September 17th or 18th. I'm going to do a separate video for that. And then we will also have the autumn equinox happening the 22nd. So let's see what you can expect this month. Underneath your deck, we have the Hierophant, some Taurus energy. Let's see what's going on. The Devil, Capricorn, Ten of Wands, Justice, Two of Swords, Two of Flames, and the Nine of Flames. Okay. Well, with the Justice card right in the middle of the reading and us coming up on the autumn equinox in tropical astrology, we have the sun moving into Libra, the scales of justice. So something being returned to balance along with the Two of Swords, the mind and the heart. Could be in regards to a relationship here. There could be a decision that you have to make about a relationship, whether to return to it or to walk away. With the 9 and 10 of Wands here, could seem like there's a lot of hurt or exhaustion, or maybe one partner feels overworked and the other feels neglected. There could be an imbalance of duty. The Devil, I don't know what that is. It's some kind of blockage for either you or your partner. If you're not in a relationship, this could be you having to make a decision about staying in a job or with a family member. But they think there's a lot that you've been through with this person or this situation. There's a lot of vested energy. So there's that temptation to listen to negative ego and think that, I deserve to be here. This is part of my karma. This is part of what I deserve. But that's not true. It's a deception. That if there is something completely out of balance here as far as give and take goes, that there needs to be maybe more listening to your head and less to your heart, because it might have gotten you in trouble in the past. For some of you, if this is a marriage with the Hierophant and the Devil, it feels like, again, somebody might be going through a divorce with Justice there, or considering it. But the 2-2, that's 22 is a master builder number. So maybe some of you are working really hard to rebuild a relationship. Maybe one that was affected by the Devil in the past. Some of you might be helping your significant other overcome an addiction or a negative thought pattern about themselves, or some kind of trauma that they had, when they were younger or in previous relationships. And it's you trying to help them release that. Or it could be you having to release that information. All right, let's see what the wisdom cards can share. Enlightenment, pursue spiritual growth. And I'm really getting the message of lighten up. Unburden yourself with the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Wands. And money. Find a way to abundance. Okay, so some of you may be stuck or feel stuck because of money, because the Devil's here, Capricorn. I have to stay in this job because I need the paycheck, or I have to stay in this marriage because I don't know how to survive on my own. But this is giving us an option. It's telling us there is more than one way to survive other than what you've been experiencing. All right, let's see what your angels and ancestors can add to this. Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. So stand by your decision, or stand by your man or woman. Stand by your decision, whatever it is, to stay or go. If it's worth the investment, if it's worth the work, just make sure you're staying for the right reasons, which is to raise the vibration of this connection, and not staying out of fear. So I'm saying be fearless. The devil can be fearful. All right, we also have broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. So yeah, it looks like there was some kind of conflict here, but it's being resolved, or it's being given another chance. Underneath we have the moon, take note of intuitive messages. You are the most psychic sign of the zodiac, Pisces. So, and you do have that full moon partial lunar eclipse here in the middle of the month. So perhaps that's a turning point. That's a time, you know, that you'll have to make this decision, or you'll see the light, basically, enlightenment. So speaking of the moon, let's get your oracle card. And if this reading is not resonating for you, check out your moon and rising sign. Let's see. But there is a desire for peace here. There's not a desire to create more strife or add more stress to any situation. Boundaries, okay. Peace and boundaries. Some of you might have to establish a boundary, walk away, put something down temporarily even, just so you can, or they can, address this connection with the devil. If it's something you can't help with, maybe you're someone who likes to rescue, or you might have to resist that urge here with the boundary between yourself and that person. You can't take on that burden, that 10 of Wands, for them. It's a spiritual, energetic kind of entanglement that they have acquired, or you have acquired. Maybe you need to take time out because it's negatively affecting the relationship in one way or another. And underneath the deck, we have self-reflection. So that's a perfect time and accompaniment to the boundaries. So taking time alone to maybe do some of this introspective thought about where does this come from? Why do I feel this way? Or if that's what your partner needs to do. But it looks like, you know, there's going to be some contemplation. There's going to be some downtime, possible temporary separation. It doesn't have to be permanent, but it looks like, you know, some things just need to be addressed on their own. Okay, how about an astrology card? Or if you are leaving for good, or, you know, it looks like a peaceful resolution. I don't see people leaving in fear or hatred of one another. Embracing the energy of peace, establishing boundaries with the Justice card there. It could be, again, visitation or something that is set out. All right, we have House 5. Passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. Okay, some of you is divorce with custody involved. So the children, I think whatever the decision is going to be in their best interest. We have Virgo, integrity, service, and reverence, 6th house energy, everyday life, and then Capricorn, ambition, realism, and methodical steps. So we have 2 earth energies here, and Capricorn showing up in the devil as well. So it's definitely tied to Saturn and your karma, your everyday life, your service to others. With the hourglass here, you know, Saturn is Lord of time and cycles. So something is almost done here, with the 9 and 10 of Wands showing up as well. Whether it's like this mediation process, this separation, it's, like I said, temporary until you turn the hourglass over again. But there is work on self here. Maybe it has to do with your health, or that person has to do something to better their health. And we have the wasteland, sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. Okay, I mentioned some of you taking on this burden with the 10 of Wands of somebody else. So that's what it's doing. It's depleting your energy till you feel dried up and there's nothing left to give. Like the Ace of Cups, you have to fill your cup before you can share with others. So it's unsustainable. Whatever it is that you've been either working too hard or giving too much in a relationship, there's boundaries that need to be established here for the sake of your own peace. Okay. goddess guidance for you. This flipped over. First, bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or ocean, to recharge your batteries. Well, we mentioned being dried out. So rehydrate from within and be in nature. Discharge those negative energies that you've picked up. Spend time recalibrating with the vibration of the earth. And then we have undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. And Hathor, receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So that thing about replenishing your own cup. A lot of you feel tapped out. But, I mean, your love for this person or this family, this job, whatever you feel committed to, that love's going to be there. I mentioned there might be a temporary separation. So it's something you can always come back to because it's not... it's unbreakable. This person is a soulmate, whether it feels karmic or not. That's going to vary on an individual basis, but I think there's parameters. I hate to use the word ultimatums, but I feel like with the boundaries card there, that something has to be understood on both sides in order for this love to continue, or to at least for it to re-flourish in its more pure state. So making magic for you. All right, Dragonfly, you bring light to the world. We also had enlightenment. So there is perhaps somebody who tried to dim your light, and we're bringing that back by setting boundaries and creating peace for ourselves and our environment to rejuvenate that light. And underneath we have fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. And it's interesting that this Hierophant card in this deck shows like a beast or a being engulfed in flames, almost like a phoenix. And same with the enlightenment. You're raising energy. You're starting over. Okay. But fire is new life, new direction, new passion, or that fire is never going to go out between you two. There's an eternal flame there. All right, we'll wrap this up with some Lenormand messages. All right, we have the Tower, which in this deck has to do with institutions and work. It's more akin to the Hierophant card again, so this might have to do with your career or a boss. Okay, then we have Saturn with the Scythe, cutting things loose, harvesting, and the Compass, new direction. So some of you might be cutting ties with an organization, going in a new direction, or they may actually have layoffs too and say, you know, they often like to give that excuse, oh, we're moving in a new direction, which is just BS for them wanting to save costs usually. But if that happens to you, then I would take it as a perfect opportunity to recharge and reflect and try and make the best of the situation by taking it as an opportunity to service yourself with Virgo in the 6th house, taking care of your health. It might have been for your best interest to avoid a more serious health problem down the line. All right, I think that is all I have for you this month, Pisces. Stay tuned for that full moon partial lunar eclipse reading. We'll go more in depth there. I think that's going to be a very powerful time for you to possibly release things or cut things out of your life if you so desire. All right, we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.